Hey everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the original old school Astrosmash on the Intellivision. One of my favorite consoles and the original console that we had in our home. I love this game. I still play this game today, and that's what this video is. It's taking a look at the instruction manual and talking about the game a little bit, and then I will show you a run through that I just did on my Intellivision flashback console. The reason I did it on that one is because it was just easier to set up, and it has composite output, so it has a nice picture. But let's just take a look at this manual and talk a little bit about Astrosmash. So this game obviously came out in 1981, and it was ported to the Atari 2600 as Astro Blast. And some people prefer that version because it has support for the paddle controllers. I think that's pretty cool, but I think graphically and I think that it's the Intellivision version is a better game. Just my opinion. I enjoy it more. I think it looks better and I think it plays better. But I do like it on the Atari because of the paddle controls, but it just seems kind of weird to me. So this is the version that I prefer. So let's look and see what they tell us in the manual. This is a one-player game, as you can see. The new one is a multiplayer that's coming out for the Amico, but this one is single player. So let's read a little bit about what they have to say. The sky is falling. Chicken Little was right. You're the laser battery commander, and here they come. An attack of multicolored meteors with an occasional spinning bomb that will blow up one of your guns if you let it land. And, to really make life interesting, some guided missiles and an attack UFO. As your score gets higher, so does the excitement. Alright, sounds great, doesn't it? Objective of the game, to hit as many meteors, bombs, missiles, and flying saucers as possible, without being hit yourself. As your score grows higher, the game speeds up and gives you more challenge. Take turns with your friends to see who can get the highest peak score, and that is definitely what we spent quite a bit of time doing as kids. Me and my brother and my mom all sort of competing. So there you can see the old school Intellivision setup, the original console. Pretty easy to, not much explanation really needed there. So we'll skip on, see what else we have. Okay. So Astrosmash did come with an insert. And it was good to have because it saved you from having to remember what all the buttons were, which of the buttons had a function beyond just the side buttons, the laser triggers as they have them labeled here. This is really important stuff to know. Like if you don't know anything about Astrosmash, you really do need to know what these buttons do, what the function is, so that you can understand how you're supposed to play this game. I really do recommend using the auto fire, because then you can keep your thumb on your left hand on the disc to move, and you can keep your thumb on your right hand on the hyperspace button. And then all you're doing is focusing on your movement and trying to time your shots to hit things on the screen, and then hyperspace if you have to. I wouldn't even bother with those laser triggers. I would not. I would highly recommend the automatic fire as a way to play. That's just how I play, and that's what I recommend to other people. Because I do know that other people really do get a lot of hand cramps and things like that trying to play this game using those laser triggers, just pounding away on those buttons. And I think that's a huge distraction if you're really trying to play this game and get far in it. And it's an unnecessary, thing that will cramp up your hands on you. So that's just the way I approach the game and what I recommend. Alright, let's move on. Get ready! When you see the game title, press the disc or any key on either of the controllers. Yeah, pretty easy to get started. When you're under a falling rock or other object, fire by pressing the action button or press the auto fire, and the computer will shoot 3 times each second for you. For rapid fire, use single shot mode. Keep depressing a fire button and tap the disc. So yeah, there are benefits to not using auto fire, but I highly recommend it. Hit as many rocks as you can. Everyone lands reduces your score. That's something you may not be aware of. I mean, if you play the game, you're going to notice that anything that lands is going to take points away from you. Be sure to hit every white spinner. Try to hit or avoid guided missiles and attacking UFOs, which appear when your score is over 20,000 points. Yeah, those spinning white things, those spinners, if they hit the ground, you die. It kills you. They don't have to hit you. They just have to hit the ground, and it kills you. And that goes for the big spinners and the small spinners. So if you're not sure why you're dying and those things are falling, that is probably the first culprit to look at. Every time your peak score goes up another 1,000 points, you get another laser gun in your arsenal. You get another life. So you're going to build up a whole bunch of lives really quick, because the game is easy when you start. And then as you progress, the longer you play, the harder it gets, and you will burn through those lives very quickly later. So early on, be be careful and try to build up as many of those lives as you can. All right, let's see what else we have here. Scoring formula. Okay, big rocks, big spinner, small spinner, guided missiles, and UFOs. So as you can see, the smaller rocks are going to give you more points, just like the smaller spinners are going to give you more points. Generally speaking, the smaller something is, the more points you're going to get from it. The guided missiles, they don't really apply to that. But as far as spinners and as far as the asteroids, that's something to keep in mind. So you can see as the levels progress, the point values go up as well. So, and then right underneath that, they show how much you lose by these things hitting the ground. So there you go. You want to try to shoot the small stuff, and you want to try to shoot everything, obviously, but the smaller stuff will definitely hurt you more if you don't hit it and help you more if you do. Note, everything speeds up and you have more targets and attackers moving faster at the higher scores, especially when the total passes 100,000, 200, 500, and 1 million points. I have not gotten to 1 million points. So, yeah. Not even close. When you hit a rock and it splits in two, try to hit both of the fragments. They each give you twice as many points as the original big rock. Yeah, so there you go. That's easier said than done. They fall at different rates, so yeah, it can be really off-putting. Whenever you see a white object, concentrate on avoiding it or shooting it down. Very good advice. White spinners, big and small, be sure to hit everyone you can. If one lands, you lose a laser gun. That's a life. And when you lose them all, the game is over. Pulsating guided missiles will seek you out and blow up on impact. If you can, get directly under while it's correcting course and shoot it. Obviously, that's a good thing to do. If the missile gets to the ground, sometimes it will home in on the laser flying horizontally. If this happens, your only chance of escape is to go into hyperspace. Move instantly to another place. When you press hyperspace, your laser will immediately move to the left or right, a random distance determined by the computer. The guided missile will attempt to follow you there, and you might have to go into hyperspace more than once and risk finding yourself under a falling rock. Yep, and you'll notice that obviously when you play the game or when you're watching my video, the hyperspace is totally random. So that's why you want to, it's something you only want to use as a last resort, as a means of escape, and it will not always help you. Sometimes it will absolutely send you straight into something. So, but you do want to, that's why I recommend playing this with auto fire and keeping your thumb on hyperspace, because you may need to hit it and you may need to hit it more than once. Attack UFOs appear occasionally when your score is over 20,000 points. They sweep across the screen, aiming huge bombs at your active laser gun. The bombs fall slowly enough for you to move out of the way. Keep moving. Try to get directly beneath the UFO and shoot it down. Again, easier said than done, especially the further in the game you get, those UFOs will speed up, and their shots will speed up as well. It can be really difficult to like get a handle on the trajectory of the shots that they're shooting at you. 9. Do not shoot at falling rocks that are very close to your active laser, as the explosion may produce shrapnel and blow up your gun. They're referring to bigger asteroids. The smaller ones you can blow up, but the bigger ones, yeah, you can instantly kill yourself if you shoot a big rock if it's close to you. 10. When you get good at Astrosmash, I'd like to know when that will happen. I'm looking forward to that day. When you get good at Astrosmash, the game can go on for some time. If you want to break in the action, remember the interrupt code. Press both yellow spots in the overlay at the same time. There you go. So there is a way to pause the game, in case you were wondering. Alright. And then that's about it. This is a record book. Somebody wrote some stuff in there. Some high scores and stuff. Little warranty information and so on. Okay, well, in that case, let's take a look at the game.